If you have a passion for fashion or enjoy fine living in Dallas, you probably read FD Luxe. Coming up next on Prime, how this monthly magazine has become the go-to guide for Dallas style. Prime starts now. Hi everyone, I'm Paige Stafford and welcome to Prime. Today we are going to take a closer look at Dallas style through the eyes of FD Luxe magazine. Rob Brinkley is a new editor of the magazine and he's here with some exciting changes. Welcome.
Thank you, Paige. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. So FD Luxe has a very long history in Dallas. When did it all start?
It started actually as a section in the Dallas Morning News, 1978.
Wow.
First, thing of its kind in town. It has had a couple of incarnations. It was a weekly section, and in 2004, 2005, it jumped out into its own broadsheet magazine.
Okay.
It got stapled at some point after that, and then this April, it went into what's called perfect bound format in the magazine world, like Vanity Fair, like Vogue, like GQ, the binding, all glued together, gorgeous, 10 by 12 size.
Yes.
Very luxurious, much more a keeper now than it ever was. So that's the physical change that happened in starting with the April issue this year.
Okay, and so what would you say the main focus of the
main
magazine?
focus? Still fashion. The
Yes.
Dallas reader, the FD Luxe reader, I mean, obviously you said passion. They are passionate about fashion. However, the most exciting news for me and for almost everyone who works on FD Luxe is that the topics of interest have gotten right up with fashion lately. Art, culture, food, wine, automotive, travel, men's fashion. You'll see in a minute we have an incredible men's fashion spread in the June-July issue. So that reader has evolved, and that's what the folks at the Morning News and what I realize is you've got to go with the client as well, the reader. So that's what's happened. We're bringing up all these other great lifestyle categories right up with the fashion, but absolutely fashion number one. Okay,
so there's a reinvention going on right now.
Yes.
How do you even go about revitalizing a magazine?
Well, it's tough because you've got that history that most magazines in town don't have when it comes to style and design and all of these topics.
Is there a pull to keep that part of that history?
Absolutely, absolutely. And we think about that all the time. It's like, what was FD? What was it? Started. The section was called Fashion Dallas, and that's what that's what the F and the D mean.
I've always wondered.
Oh yeah, a lot of people do. And now there's a couple generations who don't know it as Fashion Dallas, and now FD has become its own thing. You can make up all sorts of words for what the F and the D mean, but it's still about fashion and living that beautiful, great, stylish, intelligent life. It's just that we know and we felt that that reader was evolved and so much more into so many other topics. So that's what we've done, and this incredible size in the binding has allowed us to fit more and have more pages. We're 100 plus pages every issue now.
That is great.
Compared to 30 to 40 pages, in general, back in the other sort of format. So physically, it gives us room to explore all this and do it and air out features and write more and say more, or just say a sentence but show more.
Kind of a breath of fresh air.
It's so exciting, And I got back to Fashion Dallas. I was with Fashion Dallas for about 3 years, 1999 to about 2002, as a staff writer, full-time reporter. And it was always, always, always the most fun and the most intelligent and the most well-reported and balanced of all, anything of its kind. Well, what happens now with this new size is we get to do even more of that. And we've got controversy coming in, we've got critique. We've got some of the best writers at the Dallas Morning News, the food critic, the arts critic, pop culture. We've got a lot of folks coming in and writing for us and wanting to write for us, and that's exciting. And we've got the room to do it properly. So it's kind of a double thing. Not only did we want to add these topics, but we now have the space to do it. So for an editor,
exciting.
it's so exciting. You can't ask for a better platform to do everything you've wanted to do.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Thank you so much. It's
Tell us about the first issue of the relaunch.
So the first issue of the relaunch was the April issue. It was themed art, the art issue. And we packed it. It was our first new one of its size. And we packed it with everything from an artist who's coming to the 2x2 auction in October, Richard Phillips.
Okay.
Major international artist, pop artist now. He's going to be the honored artist at 2x2 in October. We got him for the April issue. Big interview, talked to Cindy and Howard Rachofsky, the collectors, who were so important in getting him here. And we even put one of his works on the cover. So we had an upside down paint. He painted her upside down. A lot of people thought we flipped the girl upside down, but she was painted upside down. She was a German sunbather that he saw and took a picture of and painted her. So Richard Phillips, we had the director of the Dallas Museum of Art, the new director, Maxwell Anderson, his incredibly refreshing wife, the famous Kick. Now, we opened with a Kick. She is a dancer, former dancer, and she did an incredible leg stretch and a kick for us. And it sort of symbolized what was happening with the magazine, too. So we got to know Jackie Anderson in that issue. Shepard Fairey, who came and did the murals all over Oak Cliff, West Dallas. Things like that. Things that the FD Luxe reader was saying, this is by FD Luxe, but at the same time, they were riveted and compelled, and they were so excited.
And ready for it, I'm sure.
And ready for it. And my emails and the texting started, and they're like, thank you, thank you, thank you. So that was our first issue. And then we moved into May, which had the hot pink cover with the clothes made of, rather roses made of clothes. Hand sculpted into, so beautiful. Filled it with design, a house made of teak, the 8 great architects of Dallas working, living to this minute. Very younger, older, a really cool visual portrait story. All sorts of design news, wallpapers, gold wallpapers. Did you know gold wallpaper is the thing? Right, exactly.
I did not. Well, thank you.
You know it. And then we moved to, so that was our May issue. And then for the summer, we've got our combined June, July.
Yes, beautiful.
Yes.
Tell me what is in it.
Okay. It is Texas, the overheated issue, we call it. It is
fitting.
All things to fill your Texas summer with, here and in Amarillo, for example. But the men's fashion shoot that I was telling you about is, actually, we did 2 covers. We felt, okay, it's going to go for 2 months. We need something fun to do and carry us through the 2 months. We have, on subscriber copies, who got theirs in the Dallas Morning News, Aaron Wasson, the black and white photo of the girl, Irving born, Dallas raised, won the Fashion Dallas Model Search in 1997. Didn't take off quite at first, but she moved to New York. All of a sudden, wham, it took off. She got every major campaign possible. She is the coolest of the cool models, a lot of street credibility. She's got her own jewelry line now. This is her on the, we're seeing her at about age 15.
Wow.
That's when she won the model search. Now she's 30. She is
still is beautiful.
Incredibly beautiful. There she is right now. And we have a great phone call. It's a transcript of a phone call with Aaron and the woman who discovered her through the Fashion Dallas model search. It was the Fashion Dallas Kim Dawson model search. And Tammy Tice, who was the creative director and stylist at Fashion Dallas forever, 20 plus years, knew when that Polaroids came in of Aaron that was her. So Aaron now is about to kick some butt in the new Tim Burton. Tim Burton is co-producing. It's a film called Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. And it's out in June, on June 22nd. That's a title. I mean, if that doesn't make you want to see it. So Aaron plays a vampire whose mission is to kill the President of the United States. And I don't know if she is successful at it or not. We're going to have to go see the film.
Wow, and when does it come out?
It comes out June 22nd.
Okay.
So we caught up with Aaron, and the phone call that we recorded and printed is so great and so insightful. And it's funny, and it's a little bit racy, and it's a lot of fun. Our other cover is the guy reclining back on the pool in his shades. Very special to me. He was a Starbucks discovery. I was walking into a Starbucks, and he was walking out. And I said, "Do you model?" And he said, "No." And I told him, had a little chit chat with him about modeling, and he said, "Well, I'm up for anything."
Wow, how cool.
So got to know him, got to, learn his story, and he is now not only starring in the most pages of any Fashion Dallas fashion feature ever in men's summer swimwear, suits, sportswear. he got the cover. So we put him on the other cover. So you'll see
Rob, nice find.
Yeah, really fun. And the sweetest guy, amazingly smart, moved here from the University of Arizona and went to SMU for 2 years. Swam, he had a swim career going already. That's why he came to SMU on a scholarship. He swam so fast and did so well at his 2 years at SMU, he pre-qualified for the Olympic trials twice.
Wow.
He could still go right now, he just graduated in December. He could still go right now and swim in the Olympic trials and potentially be at the Olympics. Does he do it? Wait and see. You'll have to read the story and see what happens. What does he do? What does he think about? So anyway, not only was it fun to have him do these fashion shots, but it's really, really great to be able to tell his story. Again, we've got room to do it.
Yeah, I love the issue.
Thank you so much. I'm very, very proud of this issue. It looks amazing. It's full. And so we also have a big trip to Amarillo, reasons to go to Amarillo that don't involve the 72-ounce steak that everybody talks about. And it's funny, even around the office, we would say, people would ask, what's coming, or friends on the town would say, what are you working on? And I'd tell them, and I'd say, and a kind of a travel store, a trip idea to Amarillo. Oh, the 72-ounce steak, the free steak. No, everything but the steak. So we have that in there too. We have 2 hot convertibles that go out to the country. An Infiniti and a Volvo, 2 black convertibles. We take them out on a big country road trip to Toller, Texas, where Grady Spears has a new restaurant called the Line Camp Steakhouse. And our deputy editor, Christopher Wynn, and our new managing editor, Christina Guy, are each, it's kind of a he said, she said, and they take these 2 cars and just,
I love the idea.
They kind of challenge each other. So, which car is, the best for them. And it's really fun. And we have incredible women's fashion. Keyed to water and sea and undersea life, kind of the life aquatic. It's a spin off that. But handbags, dresses, outfits, incredible shoes, all inspired by the sea. And it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spread of those. We have men wearing color. This is my attempt at wearing pops of color. This summer.
Well, we're kind of
exactly. You and I, we're doing a citrus, kind of a fruit and vegetable thing here. But men, color is a huge trend for men. So not only do we have Tom Cole in all kinds of color, we have a new contributing editor, Jonathan Lowe, who tells men how to dress properly and how to do it in Dallas. Not dress properly for New York or Paris, but dress properly and more exciting and more adventurous in Dallas. So we have him as well. We have a beauty story. You might want to think about this. Ombre hair. Do you know what ombre hair is?
I do not.
It's ombre hair is when your hair changes colors from top to bottom.
Oh, I've seen that.
2 or 3 colors. We explain how it's done.
Okay, cool.
We have 2 it girls, 2 stylists, 2 fashion types. We send them to the 2 salons to get their hair ombre'd.
Very cool.
Yeah, really cool.
Well, I wish we had all the time in the
I know,
world
me
to keep
too.
talking,
Me
this is
too,
so
me
exciting.
too. There's a lot to FD Luxe now.
Yes,
Check
well,
it out.
you can check out the changes to FD Luxe magazine online at fdluxe.com. And thanks, Rob, for being with us today.
Thank you so much. And our iPad app too. Check
Yes.
it. It's beautiful. The FD Luxe iPad app.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
Well, we'll be right back.